Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I was not planning on posting another video today, but oh my goodness, did we just get some news as an American people. So it's no joke at all that college is super expensive. And a lot of people, it's a necessary thing. It's not like necessary for everyone to do it, but if a lot of people go through the process of, having to figure out how they're going to pay for it through Pell Grants, scholarships, and even taking out student loans. And student loans are some of the scariest loans to take out because you can't declare bankruptcy on them. So you have to pay them back. And so a lot of Democrats for many years have been trying to introduce free colleges or ways to lower the limit of the cost of going to college. And so today, President Biden announced a plan on Wednesday to wipe out significant amounts of student loan debt for tens of millions of Americans, saying he would cancel $10,000 in debt for those earning less than $125,000 per year and $20,000 for those who have received Pell Grants for low-income families. The debt forgiveness, although less than what some Democrats have been pushing for, comes after months of deliberations in the White House over fairness and fears that would exacerbate inflation before the midterms elections. So there's a couple ways to look at this. One, for me as a college student, the loans I had to take out are going to be forgiven. That's a pretty nice news. But it also does raise concern for the fact that, inflation right now is the highest it's ever been. Everything costs more money than ever. Gas is still, even though it's going down, is still very expensive. The cost of food is expensive. The cost of living is just super expensive. And so you have all these people who just either graduated college before the pandemic and are starting their lives, or even families who, struggle just paying their bills. This is going to be in some form of relief, but long term, can this actually be a good thing? And it's going to be a matter of time. But Joe Biden actually did give an official quote. All this means people can start finally to climb out from under the mountain of debt, Mr. Biden said in remarks from the White House, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business. And by the way, when this happens, the whole economy is better off. So Biden is, he's always been pushing this, but, there is hopes that by removing this part of the debt, people can start putting money back in the market and other things. And that's truly a wait-to-see moment if that is possible or not. Mr. Biden also announced that a pandemic-era pause on student loan payments, which has been in effect since March 2020, would expire at the end of this year. The timing for debt relief is uncertain. The Department of Education said it would set up an application process by the end of the year. Across the United States, 45 million people owe $1.6 trillion for federal loans taken out for college, more than they owe for car loans, credit cards, or any consumer debt other than mortgages. So, that is a true point. Student loan debt is $1.6 trillion. That's an insane amount of money that a lot of students just struggle to pay back. And, to become even like a doctor, you have to go all the way to get your doctorate for the most part. That's a lot of money for college. And so by doing this, it's incentivizing more people to go to college, which I think is overall a good thing if they can get loan forgiveness and cheaper college. But there's also a lot of questions. It's the money can't just disappear. So who's paying for it? The taxpayers? Will things just stay expensive so that can subsidize, millions of dollars being forgiven? This is a little bit unprecedented, and we have no idea as a country, how is this going to affect us in the long term? Biden is very confident that this is the right thing, but, you have many Republicans thinking this may not be the right way to go. And it's only a matter of time to see how this is going to play out. And right now, it doesn't seem that it's going to go further. It's not going to really start till the end of this year. So there's still a lot of time for them to discuss how this is going to, play out. But we'll have to wait and see. Mr. Biden has been agonized over how to address the student debt issue for months. Under pressure from progressive Democrats who say debt forgiveness is necessary to address radical disparities in the economy, but critics say widespread debt forgiveness is unfair for those who have tightened their belts to pay for college. And some economists have raised concerns that debt relief will add to inflation by giving customers more money to spend. The White House sought to address the economy concerns by targeting the relief. Students who receive Pell Grants will be eligible for $20,000 in debt forgiveness on their loans. About 60% of ballers have received Pell Grants, and the majority of families making less than $30,000 a year. The Education Department estimates that 27 million ballers will qualify for up to $20,000 in relief. So as mentioned earlier, this is it's like a wait and see where this is gonna go, and part of me is excited because my student debt will be forgiven, and other people will have that stress taken off. But it is concerned of how this is gonna affect the economy, how this is gonna affect the future, and even like how is it gonna affect future people going to college. But it's all wait and see. But if you like the video, like, subscribe, and if you have comments about this or like thoughts and opinions, I would love to hear them and talk to you about it. But until then, this is me signing out, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.